Welcome to today's episode. We're diving into the world of dot files management. You may be asking, what are dot files and why should I care?
Dot files are essentially hidden configuration files in your home directory. They dictate how your shell, editors, and other tools behave.
Right? But managing them can be a pain, especially across multiple machines, right?
Exactly. Many people struggle with keeping their configurations synced and organized. That's where tools like LNK come in.
So what makes LNK different from just using Git alone for managing these files?
Great question. LNK automates the tedious parts like creating symlinks, handling conflicts, and tracking what's managed.
Can you explain how it actually works?
Sure, you move your dot files to a dedicated directory, say config lnkcake, and LNK manages symlinks back to their original locations.
So your files are safe and organized, and you can still edit them as you normally would.
Exactly. You just use git commands like you normally would. LNK integrates seamlessly.
What's a typical command you'd use to get started?
A common command is lnk init, which initializes your dot files repo. You'd follow that with lnk add to include your config files.
So it sounds user-friendly. Is there a scenario where someone might run into trouble using LNK?
If you already have dot files in Git, you'll want to carefully adopt those with LNK. It's a simple process, but it requires attention.
That makes sense. I imagine many of us have existing setups that we want to maintain.
Definitely. An LNK can support machine-specific configs by using Git branches or just omitting them from management.
What about Windows users? Can they use LNK easily?
Yes, symlinks are supported on Windows 10 and above, but it hasn't been widely tested.
It sounds pretty solid overall. How often do you personally use LNK?
I use it daily. It's reliable and I trust it not to mess up my files.
That's reassuring. Any final tips for our listeners diving into dot file management?
Start simple, make regular backups before changes, and keep your files in a dedicated folder. It makes everything easier.
Thank you for sharing these insights. Hopefully, this makes dot file management less daunting for our listeners.
Thanks for having me. I hope more people embrace managing their dot files.
And that's a wrap on today's episode. Remember to check out LNK for your dot files needs. Until next time.